Hello and welcome to the Ohio Arts Council's Rife Gallery. This is After Hours Friends and Family Workshop with Brandon Doup. Today we're going to explore acrylic memory paintings with Brandon as an extension of the exhibition. We'll hear from the artist first, then gather our materials and work through the project step by step. There will be dedicated pause points in the video, but please work at your own pace and use this video as you need.
Hi, I'm Brandon Doup. I'm an artist from Butler, Ohio. For this workshop, I'm working primarily in acrylic paint on canvas. Before we get started, the paintings I'm working on deal with my memories and houses. So when you look at your photos, physical or on your phone, writing down your memories, think about houses you've lived in, places that are specific to you, architecture, or just a favorite home or house. I think will be easier for you to capture all these memories. And then the memories that you write down, objects, people, feelings, noises, other senses, will help fill this house, this shape on your paper or canvas. And again, I'll be using acrylic, but you can use anything you want. The project is more about mark making than it is about being realistic or accuracy. It's about capturing that moment in that home or house that kind of sticks with you. So gathering your materials, canvas, paper, paint, color pencil, marker, chalk, dirt. It can really be anything that you want to use. It's about that mark making. It's about the experience of reflecting on this memory and that place that you're really working on. So step one, using, again, crayons, paper, it doesn't matter. You're going to start with this shape. And if you struggle with architecture, it's okay. Some of the examples you see are hearts or just organic shapes. If you have that home that you're really focused on, you can use that as well. I started one today, this one here, just to show you what shape you could use. And then later in these slides, we'll go through and we'll fill it up and we'll put color to it. But any of those slides, any of those examples you can use as well. After you've done that, you're going to start drawing the inside of your house. And so again, these are going to be memories that you've written down, and then things that pop up as you're thinking about it. Some of the examples you see there from a beach vacation, I have some house shapes in there to kind of keep it structured for me, the windows and doors. But I also have the suns and the boats and the shark in the bottom. Cats is always a very popular one if you enjoy your cats. Gardening as well. And so once I started that, I started with this is me filling up the piece. And as you work through these, you'll add more details. You'll decide what colors you want to use based on that place, and we'll go from there. So step three is personalize it. For the examples on the slide, starting from the left, we have boats and piers. You can see little sailboats in there, ivy-covered cottages, rivers and roads. A lot of the work that I do is about topographical maps, looking at the structures with the trees and the mountains and the roads and rivers. And then the fourth one, again, is another robot. And so then after we do that, then we can start to add color. And so this one here, the colors I chose, all those things were very familiar. And then the house structure, something that was very familiar to me. Some of the examples you see here is that the painting is called a 1999 Key West Summer Vacation. So the structure of the houses is based off the 2 to 3 story houses with the multiple balconies. The pinks and blues and purples of all the houses, the green, the tropical, the water, trying to add all of those feelings into that piece, and then using the house shape that I saw while on vacation. And so when I look at these pieces, I don't just see a house, I see the specific yellow house we stayed in, the sailboats we saw, the purple houses on the way down Duval Street. And that keeps it all together with that memory. Lastly, finishing touches. Once your paint's dry, you can go back into it. You can think about outlining your shapes, what you want to be the focal point. You can cover things up if you don't like them at this point, and put a big black border around it as well. Add written words, line works at this step. Uh, Add more doors, windows, a roof. Once you put things into it, you might need to add additional space to the outside of the house to make it look like that house or home you were thinking about. Adding background colors. So you can see in some of the examples, I used some gold paint to outline some electricity. For the houses in Key West, I used black paint to break up each one of the structures to make sure it looked like those three-tiered houses that I saw. And then the big picture on the right is the tile flooring I remember from the State House here in Columbus. So breaking up in black line to make sure I had that shape as well. Thank you for being part of this. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at these social medias here. There's my website and Instagram as well. Feel free to ask me any other questions you have on both of those sites there. Thank you again for your time.
Thanks again for joining After Hours Friends and Family Workshop with Brandon Doup. I'd like to give a special thank you to Ken Emmerich, the juror for this exhibition, our governor, legislature, and the OAC board for making the Ohio Arts Council's Rife Gallery possible.